Hey, yo, everyone. Tell me about your weekend while I do my Instagram post. I just got home. Well, I got home in time to start us on time, but I did not post about the stream on Instagram. So I am doing so now.
I over the
Nice.
weekend got to go hang out with my best friend and see my nephew, her child.
I was about to
English,
say, is it both of your nephew or is it her child / your
her
nephew?
child, my nephew. I haven't seen him in a couple of months because we've just both been busy and like
Well, this
off time
happens.
has not overlapped. Um, so I got to hang out with my nephew and have a good time this weekend. So
Nice. I
and I had
did.
no phone.
Hmm?
And I had no phone,
Oh,
so I
what happened
couldn't
to it?
distract him. It just decided that it wasn't going to work anymore. It just screen went black, stopped working. I got a new one today, so
Nice. Awesome. Yeah,
no phone.
it was like I don't want to participate in the weekend. Yeah. This weekend I did some grading for a class that I teach, and I saw Across the Spider-Verse, which was absolutely incredible,
So
and
did we.
I
We
loved
saw
it
that
so much.
yesterday.
Yeah, it was an
Did you
excellent.
know? This is a little bit of a spoiler, but I want to warn everybody. It's a
Yeah.
two-parter.
Oh my god.
Nobody
Yeah.
told me it was going to be a two-parter. We're getting toward the
Hmm.
end of the movie, and I'm like, this doesn't feel like it's going to wrap up soon. How long have I been here? And then I was like, wait, but this feels like the end, but not the end. And I looked at my husband, and I'm like, is this a two-parter? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, why did you not tell me? So
Yeah.
The
Oh my
morning
god.
was so
I just
good.
like. I hope the second half is just like 2 hours of Miguel O'Hara like just standing in front of the screen. He doesn't have to do anything. He just needs to stand there and like speak.
I am really good at avoiding spoilers, my dear. My husband's like, you're the only one on the internet who didn't know. No, actually, Anna didn't know either. Also, she wants the second part to just be 2 hours of Miguel O'Hara standing there.
And
I
speaking.
also did not
Chris
know.
wants to know if you mean from behind.
That's yes. Except
She's
either
like,
way is
yes. I don't think she'll be picky about any angle, but behind is good.
acceptable.
My husband keeps showing me memes of Miguel O'Hara's ass. So I know it's your dude. I'm not judging. I'm just informing.
Yeah, no. Appreciating Miguel O'Hara's ass is bisexual culture.
I have not watched that, nor have I watched the first one.
Mhm.
I don't know why,
Highly
because I watch everything else that's Marvel related, but I just haven't yet.
That's valid. Yeah.
Well,
It's
in my Instagram post for today, I now mentioned that we are discussing Miguel O'Hara's ass. So
oh my god, good. Everyone will tune in.
everyone needs to know. Okay, I did my post. I'm gonna say hello to the peoples. Hi, chat. Hello. Hi. Hey. What's up? Mimi was filming videos this past weekend that I had to scrap because my makeup looked bad. No. Oh, I'm sorry. Just him standing on a spinning pedestal in various different model poses. Planted my green beans in my greenhouse last week, and the lettuce and carrots are coming up great. Nice. Today and yesterday have been a very roller coaster for me. What did you laugh at, me or the internet? Oh, you shivered. But my husband and I got to go on a date yesterday, which was fun. My kids and I also helped my aunt put up her pool and clean part of her house. And then after Chris and my date, we came home and had an emergency situation with our dog, which she was my baby. We buried her today. And also went out, took the kids to get like some treats, picked up my shot. I'm not fighting with the insurance anymore. We've won the victory. I have my shot. I'll be taking it during my first sprint. Y'all know You've seen it happen before. And my brain just died. I don't remember what else I was gonna say.
Put up the kids' swing set, took them to get some
Yes,
of their favorite
thank you.
juice.
Yeah, the kids got the swing set at Christmas/Yule, but we were like, oh, we gotta wait until the weather's good, and the weather's been good, and I'm like, oh, I gotta wait till like I feel good because haven't had my shot, and since we were outside today anyway, I was like, fuck it, kids, we're dragging the box out, so we finally put that up. They were very excited about it. Although by the time we finished, they were hot and sweaty and did not want to play on it, which fair. They'll play
But
on
maybe
it another
tomorrow
day.
morning when it's nice out, before the heat
Yeah,
comes, they'll be like,
definitely.
let's go play.
Especially because like the way our backyard is like shaped, especially with like our jungle and the plants, we get really nice breezes out there. So I'm sure they're gonna love it out there. I just have to teach them how to use the bug spray so that they don't get eated. And and today our middle child is officially a preteen. He has turned 10 on the day of his Gemini birth.
Oh,
So.
my birthday's next week, so I support your Gemini child. My favorite of your children. Knowing nothing. Yes. Oh, happy birthday, Jess. Happy late birthday.
So many Geminis.
Happy early birthday to you, because I'm sure I won't see you face to face between now and then.
No. Yeah, we've never actually been in a stream together before. So, yeah. I'm like, I'm in the presence of royalty.
Always one face on the screen and one in the chat, never face to face at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Okay. Hi. Hello. Hey. It's much appreciated. It has not been a fun 24 hour. Well, like I said, it's been a roller coaster because yes, fun, and then no, and then yes, and then no. It's at the ripe age of 30. I'll be 33 this year. It is not my first rodeo here, but it is the children's first rodeo, and the first time my husband has had to deal with being the adult in charge of the situation. So it's been is what it's been. My weekend was chaotic. Started on Thursday for a museum show. Oh, you had an extended weekend, Bella, for a museum show. Friday was graduation, which congrats on that. Saturday was a party for Aunt. Sunday was my graduation party. Congrats. Oh, Saturday was my son's birthday party. I am so sorry to hear your loss. I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, it's been a roller coaster. It's like so many good things have been happening, so that's good too. I will let him know that everybody's wishing him a happy birthday. I'm streaming from my room today, so the children are in the garage den. Don't mind this witch costume beside me. The child has outgrown it, and it's just been hanging there. It's just there.
I don't think anybody even questioned it.
That's in character.
What'd you say, Jess?
Said I don't think anybody would have even questioned it.
Probably not. They would just be like, Sam, I've never seen you in that. Well, that's because that one won't fit me.
It could be a curtain. It could be a lampshade. We don't know.
A lampshade with a petticoat.
It does kind of look like a lampshade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mimi had a good cry with in spirit with me yesterday. Hi. My sister wanted to go out today for dinner, and I'm like, no, why are you peoples not able to spend a day doing nothing? Sorry, Bella. Yeah, he's gonna be popping in and out as he likes to do. I literally thought it was that's fair. It's very lamp shaped. Like this is the full thing.
It's like it's lampshade shaped, and
it is.
I mean it's you, so
that's very fair. Oh, no, it's gotta adjust it. We're gonna go ahead and do our intro. What do you mean, no, Fox? No what? I don't even know what you're knowing. A witchy lampshade?
Don't rain on her parade, Fox.
Yeah.
Let Sam live her best life.
We'll go ahead and do intros. So
If I must, I know the
yes,
answer is that
just
I must,
miss. You know you must.
but it doesn't mean I have to like it. Hello, friends. I'm Jess, aka Jess from the Hexed Library. That was not needed to be said, but ta-da! Here I am. I post reading, writing, book, and planner-related content on my YouTube channel sometimes when I remember to film things and edit them, which is not very often. Ta-da! This weekend, Sam and I are administrating
Organizing.
well, it's already technically organized. Running, I'll accept. Sam and I put together the Storytellers Hearth Weekend Relay that starts this Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And it'll be 36 hours of sprinting and fun times for all to enjoy. Ta-da!
We have returned to the lower back crackathon instead of the ass crackathon.
That's right.
A much better crack for me to wake up at.
That's me. That's all I got.
Anna.
I'm Anna, or the Ant Hugger around the internet. I'm a writer and reader and PhD student right now. Hopefully I'll finish that soon. I have a couple poems that will be published in upcoming anthologies, which is very exciting. And I'm going to be a guest on Nia's stream for the Storytellers Hearth Relay on Saturday evening. So you can all see me there if you desire. And yeah, thanks to Sam for having me on.
I'm trying to see if I'm going to sneeze. Okay, I think
No
I'm good
sneezing
for the
allowed.
It's even stronger now, Jess. Why? All right, let's see how far I can get before I do sneeze. Well, thank you for coming on, Anna. It's always fun to have you on. And I am Writing Mom Smith Elnasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I'm going to try to keep my laptop from shaking too much because you're in my lap right now. I host live streams like these on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we get some work done, hang out, or that we will have events. Like next month is our next Flash Fiction Free-for-All. I'm really looking forward to that. I also, as just mentioned, help co-organize and run the Storytellers Hearth, and our weekend relay for June is this weekend. So if the links for that should be below. The easiest way to like follow that is to put the playlist open on the things in a tab, and like once one finishes, they'll start up. I have samples of my writing on my website, samanthaelnasset.com, which you can read and enjoy completely for free. And I have a writing group that I host for $1 through my Coffee Ko-fi Ko-fi, which is linked down below. It's a really good time. We have a lot of fun in there. We do a lot of watch parties, like almost weekly. Oh, my nose is so itchy. I'm so sorry. If you're having a good time, you can like, subscribe, ring and ding the bell so you always know when I go live. And yeah, that is the thing. I don't have any topics prepared for today. I'm sorry. I've been trying to have topics, or at least writerly questions, but the past couple months I have not. But it's okay.
It's okay. We already discussed Miguel O'Hara's ass, so that's a topic.
Yeah. Which we can always go back to, too. It's an evergreen topic. Highlighted in ever blue.
Oh my God.
I can't discuss too much because I know the movie is still in theaters, so obviously lots of people haven't been able to see it. But it is great. Oh, there is a part of the movie that was animated by a 14-year-old kid.
Oh my God.
Who did like Spider-Man animatics, I think they're called, on YouTube, and the studio was like so impressed by him. They reached out to him and he animated the part.
Oh my God. Can you tell me which part? Like on Instagram?
I will message in the little private chat which part.
Yes. Oh my God.
So
I think I know. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I would have guessed. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, which I just thought that's awesome. And Chris and I were like talking about it, like that kid, applies to an animation university later in life. and it's just like, what's in their application that can be like, oh, animated the like from this time to this time of Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, like,
I'm
you can teach us, kid. Like,
and they're like, I don't know if I believe that. And he's gonna be like, look at the credits. There I am.
That's so cool.
Hi, Merlin. Listen, can't you go somewhere else? I'm trying to be productive and do things.
Hi, Tina. I have to go check my schedule because now
What schedule are you checking?
Tonight.
Oh.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Yes, entertain chat while I clear up this misunderstanding.
I refuse. Okay. Here. Here, Merlin, your turn. Entertain the chat. Say, hi, Prince.
Oh, I love your galaxy desk thing.
Thank you. Oh, hello, Merlin. Yeah.
Oh, so cute. Oh my god, stolen tongues, yes. Everyone was freaking out about stolen tongues on another live stream earlier.
I don't know what that is.
What is stolen tongues, Anna? Laura?
It's a horror book Laura was reading, but I think it's based on a creepypasta about this couple who goes to stay in a cabin in the woods, and they keep hearing strange voices and noises from the woods. That is the premise. But yeah.
Hell's Paradise Volume 2.
Ooh, what about it?
Laura's reading it.
Ooh, I want to watch it.
Have you read it?
No, I don't read manga.
I don't know why I looked at Laura and then back at him.
Have you read it?
It just looks good.
Oh, Chris wants to watch it.
Do you need a reason?
He's like, I don't read manga. I'm not a nerd.
He is a nerd. Don't let him lie.
Yeah. Oh,
You asked our children. We're in this indie-owned, the small local indie-owned coffee shop today, sitting around a checkerboard, and he asked our children, "Do you three want to play D&D?" To see if they're. And he's over here like, "I don't read manga. I'm not a nerd, sir." Sir.
Oh my god.
Oh, so does that mean I can have all of your copies of Mars?
I only have
Well, can I have it?
No.
But you don't read manga.
That's right.
What about the Maid-sama? Can I have those?
I don't read them.
Okay, but you own them.
I have all those JoJo's for no.
I was about to say, does that mean that I don't have to get you JoJo anymore? Because you're not a nerd. He has the hardcover JoJo's. I grab him 1 to 3 every time I work a convention.
Please go play. I just want you to go play. That's all.
One of my friends, they were a couple, and one of them, I was asked some question about anime, and he was like, "Oh, I don't watch anime," and then maybe 3 hours later, the other one was like, "Oh yeah, we're going as characters from Cowboy Bebop for Halloween," and I was like, "I see you. I know that you watch anime."
You're like, I know. Don't lie to me. Laura, is it a light novel or a novel? Which, just for anybody who doesn't know, light novels are not small novels. It's just the terminology to refer to a Japanese manga or a Japanese novel that has a lot of anime inspiration and tropes and memes. Not memes. Okay. I wanted tropes and something else, but not memes.
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 I mean, memes are just tropes, right? Basically.
It's a novel, so it's a Western novel. My husband over there, it's all bulk. Yeah, I got into a discussion with somebody once because they thought light novels meant like a very because they were writing a story, and I'm like, well, you could just market it as a light novel, and then you might find your audience better than if you try to market it as a Western novel. And they were like, but it's like 300 something word or 300 something pages, and I'm like, so are a lot of light novels. Like, bruh, they're long.
Yeah.
Laura says, surprise, I read books too.
Books.
I'm just still trying to get the cat off my desk, so.
Oh.
Sadly, that will never happen. And you know.
There's only one way to do it.
I said some cursed content.
Anna has sent me this.
For your husband to be.
My husband saw this. No, I showed it to you just now, so you saw this Twitter post, and he just goes, "Yeah, the fandom," and then proceeds to give me a small dissertation as to why this image exists and what the fandom has done and why. And I'm like,
this.
"But you're not a nerd."
He's like, yeah, I drew that. Whatever.
He's like, "Yeah, I know why. I know the history here." Bella said, "I read books, not books."
Books. Sounds so cute.
I was talking to Tina because I'm part of her nitpick crew for her upcoming webtoon. Yes, webtoon. I was like, webtoon, web novel? No, it's a webtoon. It's a webcomic that she will be releasing soon-ish. I forgot if she has a date for it. And we're talking about that, and I was like, yeah, I've read, and I was sitting here going, oh my god, have I read thousands of webtoons at this point in my life? And I just stared into the great distance, thinking about, because I keep up with well over 300 webtoons right now, and I'm like,
wow.
man, if I even read half as many novels as I did webtoons.
So many though. Oh my god, can't imagine.
Well, in my defense, some of them update once a month. Some of them update, and Manta Comics makes it so easy to keep up with them. It'll be like, you've got 15 episodes here, or it's like, this one only has one unread chapter, and I'm like, yeah, let me hit those only has one.
That's
Real quick.
very valid. Yeah.
One mystery treat very soon. No date yet. That's fair.
Is this the one? Am I correct in remembering Tina was writing like a queer mermaid thing, or am I thinking of something else?
The mermaid one, Tina has some web comics on her website, which I believe is Tina, link your website. You're the wrench, you can do that. She's got 3 completed web comics. They're short, so y'all could probably read them during the first sprint. One is about she describes it as a mermaid and thinking about job satisfaction for her job. And then the other 2 are about a vampire and her girlfriend in slice of life things.
Oh my god, those sound incredible. I will go look at them during the sprint, yes.
I highly recommend them. One mystery treat is about a guy who frequents a cafe, and an anonymous admirer starts gifting him his favorite pastry, which is a millefeuille. And so the plot there is to try to figure out who the secret admirer is.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Hello, I'm just here. I'm always late these days. It's all good. We haven't started sprint yet. I'm about to go get the thing for our first sprint. Oh, I'm reading a webtoon that started off feeling like one of those that someone would be sent back in time and reliving their life. Yeah, I need a term for these because it's not like. Oh, wait, there is a term for them now. Regression. They're called regression webtoons. I remember. Reliving their life, but it's not, and I'm excited. It's a real change. Wait, then what are they doing if they're not reliving their life? Bella, I need more information.
We answered that question.
I'm glad. Also, I highly recommend looking in the backgrounds of Tina's comics because there are lots of fun little things to see. I'm going to fetch our timer for our first sprint.
Oh.
I didn't think she was going to make
it. How much? What am I looking at?
There's a chair there in front of it.
Oh my gosh.
And the other cat's in the chair.
Send that to me so I can send that to
Oh my god, yes, I
so
see.
he may appreciate it.
And they don't like each other.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry.
Enemies.
No, I know one mystery treat will be like, I believe Tina will be posting it on her website. Tina, will you be posting it anywhere else? I know she's told me before, but I also know she knows that I have migraines and therefore terrible memory. So give me the details.
That is hard. Enemies to lovers, man.
All the cats' enemies. I'm rooting for their friendship arc.
I mean, look how close they are together.
No, that's not what I wanted.
Like, obviously they want to be friends, but anytime one of them like gets too close to the other, they like start hissing and fighting. At night when we sleep in the bed, Merlin sleeps under the covers and Raja sleeps on top of the covers. I don't know if it's just like an extra barrier between the two of them to like keep them away from each other. I don't know. They're very strange.
As cats can be. So Tina will be posting it on her website, on Webtoons, and probably Tapas, as many comic places as she can. The little paw reaching out.
Wish.
My work cat does that when he like sits on you. He'll put his paw up on your face while he's sleeping and just like leaves it lay there while he's asleep.
It's so cute. I love.
Okay, are we ready for our first sprint?
Yes.
As will
Laura, go get your cookies.
Yeah, do it. You deserve cookies, Laura.
We will not stop you from getting the cookies. Although in my head I hear Cookie Crisp, and I'm like, that's not. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
Who wants to tell Samantha that the timer's up?
Shh, I was finishing one thing real fast. Was it a thing on a game? Maybe.
I
Was that all
mean,
the more reason to finish it? Yes, it was slowing my Discord down.
you're a grown up. You're allowed to do what you want.
Am I though? Because I don't want to take a shot, but I have to take a shot. And I don't feel very grown up when I have to do that.
Did you not do it during the first sprint?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying in general. I don't want to.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think if you go to the beginning of the sprint, you can literally see me before I turn the camera off, just sitting there like, I was making faces. It burns. Like, that's one of the things one of my friends tries to tell me. It's like, it's not as bad as you think it is. And I'm like, but it is. And that's the problem.
I'm sorry.
But yeah. Oh, what is everybody working on and how did they do that sprint? I got my list of things that I need to do for the day organized and stuff because I hadn't done that. So, which I was able to check off a lot of things because I've done quite a few things already today. So,
Nice.
I, because I now have a phone, was able to get the first post spotlights up on Instagram. I think if I do 3 a day, I will be done on Saturday, maybe. Might be Sunday. But as the like as long as everybody that I post on Sunday is someone who is live on Sunday, it would still be a reminder for that person. So I'm feeling okay about it. I mostly did that and then worked on finishing editing a video I started editing like 3 days ago. But there was like an hour of raw footage and it's finally down to about 40 minutes. So I'm doing a final run through.
I did my list and then I did the kids' list and then I checked on my game because I was like, that's enough. Oh, and I took my shot. So I was like, that's enough productivity for one sprint.
That's tons of productivity.
This is all you're getting out of me.
Very exciting. I just made my lunch for the office today, and then I was like, I'm just gonna make extra and eat it for breakfast, so I don't have to think.
Yes. I love saving work later. Yeah. This is, hold on, there he is. You can barely see him. That is Balder. And, I think you see like the white of the inside of his ear, and that is it. Oh, there he goes.
There he is.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I am resisting the urge to just scoop him up because I know he hates that. But also I want to do it because I know he hates that. And this is the risk that he puts himself at laying next to me.
Also, like, cats always bother us when we're asleep, you know? They're always, like, crawling on us, being like, why are you feeding me at 5 a.m.? Like, sometimes we gotta bother them when they're asleep, too.
See, I had a cat growing up who would do that. Salem, he would wake me up in the middle of the night to get him milk and stuff. My current cats don't do that, and I don't know if it's just because I sleep through them or what.
Yeah.
So, but I definitely love to harass my pets as they harass me.
Yeah.
Raja is definitely a pick me up and cuddle me cat. Like, she loves it. She wants you to be touching. Like, if I'm sitting here and she gets up on the desk, she will climb up on my shoulder and do circles around my head. Like, she just wants to be loved. And my office cat is the same way. I can't get a moment's peace.
Artemis is obsessed with me. She's not in here right now, though. So, my StreamYard, my phone is still logged in. What? I mean, good, but I am shocked.
I was like, somebody's here.
Yeah, it's me.
It's
No,
you
phone,
twice.
you're not allowed to make noise. Okay. Because, hold on, I'm trying to doing a thing. If I can. Nope, that's not what I wanted.
You want to flip the camera.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah. I don't know how to do that, so we're just gonna do this.
Go to settings, the little coggy wheel guy, and then hit camera, and it'll give you the option to choose the rear facing camera.
Okay. Front facing front, back. Yeah, why is there a front facing and a facing front?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
He likes the belly rubs.
Tuxedo kitty. Meow, meow.
He meowed at me. Y'all can't hear him meowing, but we will just have a pet cam for the moment. Bella said the MC falls for a guy as kids, lives their life as the fiance, but at their pre-wedding party, he tells her he doesn't love her, will be a good husband and a future father. She breaks it off saying she wanted love, not just a happy life. Title is literally "It's okay if there's no male lead." That is a twist.
That's a cool title.
Just having some fun with my bujo and eating huckleberry cheesecake. Yeah. What?
This was very good.
What? Oh wait, it's probably a cheesecake with huckleberries, which I forget are a real berry.
Yeah, this sounds like fake berry or like Mark Twain berry.
I am revising the second chapter of my novel, which was the first I had ever written, but because I'm deleting so much, Novelpad cuts that from my total word count, so I have a total of 2 words.
Oh no,
No.
that's so demoralizing.
Novelpad, why? I printed some stuff for my new jobs tomorrow and did my height charts for my characters for the writing question of the day. Nice. Which, if anybody wants to join in on Tina's writing question of the day, you can do so in my writing group.
Oh my god.
I was working on a YouTube video script and I'm almost done. I should be able to finish while we talk, if not in the next sprint. Nice. They're 2 very amazing words, though. I created a page on Facebook for my author name and told kids when they are done with games tonight and told myself to move off the not comfy couch. But here I am, still on the couch. Do you have a comfy couch as well as a not comfy couch? Or is there only a not comfy one? Love doing a scoop and smooch to annoy a cat. We recently got a new kitten. She loves to attack feet, sleep in the dark corners, and run up the walls. Oh,
This little gremlin, I love her.
I've been obsessed with huckleberry flavored things. Yeah, join my realm via the coffee below.
Coffee.
I know how people say it. I know how I like it, or how I say it.
I don't care. You say
Fox,
however you
you
want.
don't like the double Sam, but do you like the cat cam?
That rhymed.
Because I get to hear it. Yeah, that was the intention.
Oh,
He lets me hold his paw.
he wishes to hold her. That's so cute.
Oh, he took it away now.
All I'm letting you have is the paw. Nah, just kidding.
I'll just do this the whole stream. We don't need conversation. Just
No,
cat
that's
cam.
this is perfect. This is the vibes that I'm here for.
It's only comfy for like an hour or 2, then I get to lounge on my super comfy bed. Fair. Yeah, I expected it to take longer to set up the cat cam because when you like join StreamYard on your phone, it's like, at least for me, I always have to re-log in, and then it's like, go to your email, put in the code. But I went to it today, and it was just like, pick a my brain is just like, which stream do you want to go into? And I was like, I'm still signed in.
Yes. Oh my god.
I don't know how this
My
happened.
phone's always so laggy whenever I try. I've used StreamYard on my phone one time, and it was so laggy that I was like, this is not even worth me being here.
It is a little laggy, see, because like my hand, and then there is a delay.
Hmm.
So my hand, but it doesn't matter when it's just the cat.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody knows.
Hmm.
Except
The
that
trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows.
See, he is like a tuxedo cat that has a tuxedo, like his little gloves, and then his little sakis.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. He's wearing like
He's
some
like mother.
cropped pants.
And then he's got his little tie. So dapper. Such a dapper gentleman. My other tuxedo cat, Artemis, she looks like a cow though. Her like print reminds me of like one of those stereotypical cows from like a commercial.
Oh my
So I call
god.
her a cow kitty instead of a
That's so
tuxedo
cute.
kitty. Because if it's a tuxedo, she wearing it all wrong. Got her
She's
tie
trying her
all
best.
on her nose.
They're still there.
Kitties. We
They're
just
still
all
there.
disappear and it's just pet cams. That's all. It's pet cams and writing sprints.
Mhm.
So who all is reading Animorphs for the Nostalgia Train book club this month?
You're reading Animorphs?
Yes, I will be reading
Why didn't you
Animorphs book
tell
1.
me?
I did.
I don't remember this.
You don't
I
remember a
love
lot of things I
Animorphs.
tell you. That's not new.
Yeah, I
Yes.
never got on the Animorphs train. Like even when I was a kid.
Neither
Or
did
me.
I. Well, it's kind of funny because the Nostalgia Train book club, the like premise is that they're, books from 10 plus years ago, and thus presumably many of our childhood. I am like a first time reader 95% of the time. I think I've read 2 of the books that have been selected, and I read them in my early 20s, even though they came out when I was a teenager.
Oh my
So,
God.
like, we read Graceling last month, and I was like, I read this book before.
I did read that book, but I don't know. I feel like I would hate it now.
Graceling? It was, well, it depends.
Mhm.
If you like teenagers, that always sounds weird to say, but it's like I know a lot of people who just don't like vibing with teenagers. They don't like teenagers annoy them and stuff. And so if you don't like teenagers, that's largely why a lot of people age out of YA. It's just
Mhm.
he has taken my hand now. That's
Oh.
why a lot of people like age out of YA is just because they stop being able to tolerate teenagers. I don't mind
Mhm.
teenagers. Like I'm fine with them. They're just teenagers.
Mhm.
And so like
Yeah.
I'm largely fine with YA. And it's like for Graceling, Christian Kishore does such a good job balancing the fact that I forgot the main character's name and I just read the fucking book. But the MC, she grew up faster than she should have because of circumstances, but she's also still like a teenager and nobody like taught her to deal with her emotions and stuff. So I love how like mature she is in some things, but then anytime she's got to handle her own emotions, she's just like, no, just cannot.
Yeah. That's good. That's a
So,
good show.
so I would say give Graceling a reread if you're okay with teenagers being teenagers, and
Yeah.
if not, let it stay in your memory.
Yeah. I don't mind teenagers. I just really dislike a lot of the conventions of YA now. So I feel like I wouldn't read it. Like it's not that they're like people do them intentionally because a lot of people like them. Just personally, like sometimes like I'm like, ugh, okay, this is a YA book. I know it has to include this, but
Does it have to include that?
yeah,
That's
like
I don't know. Go back here. Watch the Nostalgia Train discussion on Graceling because we talk about a bunch of things on how Graceling itself is very unconventional with the way that it's written and the way that the plot and the story pace. So I would definitely say give that a watch and then decide if you want to reread it or not. I'm rereading the series, or I will. So,
nice. Okay.
Yes, baby. So, but yeah, it's definitely one of those books where if you really love it and you think rereading it would ruin it for you, don't. But like, also the reread might be more enjoyable.
Yeah. No, I barely remember it, so we'll see.
That's fair.
But yeah, that's fun though.
I'm trying to figure out where we went. Long white boots. Oh, yes, the kitty.
Oh my god, he's Chanel boots.
Yes, he is a dapper boy. I want to write a character that's loosely based on my cat, just because he's so dapper.
Oh my god,
And it's
yes.
funny too, because like his brother, like they were in a litter of two at Freyr.
Mhm.
He's just like solid black, and the way he sits, I have never had a cat sit more properly or regally than Freyr does. So I want to write
Mhm.
about two like very dapper gentleman brothers.
Yes, I will read this. I'm excited.
I loved the TV series, but I never read the books. I just like looking at the covers.
Oh,
Oh,
the
the
Animorphs.
Animorphs
Yeah.
covers. They're special. Every wife to their husbands. We've been over this. You only hear me to be fair, I find this is just a spouse thing, especially since a lot of times you hear your spouse and you react. There, like I react to things he says, and then later I'm like, "You never told me that." He's like, "You did." I said yes, and I'm
Just
like,
people
"Did
you
I?"
live with in general, because my mom and I
Yeah.
do the same thing.
Yeah, you just have to like accept the fact that your mind and body are gonna auto respond to things, and then you're gonna feel like a dick because you're like, "Oh God, you know, I guess you did tell me." So my sister and I also do that. Or we will dream up conversations. We'll be like, "Yeah, no, I called you," and it's like, "You definitely did not call me," and I'm like, "I dreamed a whole conversation with you," and it's like, "Well, that's good for you. I didn't get that conversation." So
Oh my god.
his reaction, right? This hand is mine now thing. He does that all the time. If he's feeling particularly sassy that day, if I try to take my hand away, he'll like go like with like try to put his little claws in there, and then I'll be like, "Excuse you," and then he stops.
Oh, he's so cute.
Hi, welcome. No, in the middle. My
Middle.
hard of hearing self-defense this with everyone regardless. Oh, my hard of hearing self does this with everyone regardless. Yeah. Sorry, my brain processed, and then yeah. I would read the fuck out of that book, Sam. Two gentlemanly brothers off on adventures.
Judging everyone.
One day.
Yeah. Also,
No,
one
they're
of
too
them.
dapper to judge them. That's the thing. They've got hearts of gold. Maybe Freyr will judge, but not this
Yeah,
boy.
I was gonna say if he's all black, would he be like a gothic gentleman?
Yes! I must do it.
Goth gentleman.
Fox said, he's quoting me. He's like, "I don't mind teenagers, as evident by stealing when to join your family."
It's true.
Yeah, I also dream up like things that like I'll wake up and I'll go to check my DMs with Fox, and I'll be like, "Oh, I didn't DM him yet," but I thought I did.
Oh no.
Just sometimes you mean to tell someone something so bad, you convince yourself you already told them.
It's true.
He round at me because I took my hand back.
Oh.
How dare.
He's so cute.
I'm like shaking him, and he's just curling tighter. He's like, "Mother, stop." I have one unread notification in my server, and I'm like, "I don't know who tagged me, but I can't look at you right now."
Taunting you.
When we go into our next sprint, I might actually be able to work on my book again. We will see.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Y'all, I was
Is this the
doing
shapeshifter one?
Yes. I did all my research for my fight scenes. I actually have 4 out of 6 fight scenes outlined.
Ooh.
And so I only have 2 more left, the climactic fight and the fight that goes in my epilogue.
Nice.
And
That's awesome.
so and I was on such a good roll. I was getting them done and stuff, and then I worked a convention. And I haven't really been able to work on it since then because things just keep coming up.
That's
Like
fair,
I was
yeah.
gonna take my laptop to the convention, but the little itty bitty like I can show y'all. This part of my screen keeps like popping off, and I gotta push it like back so I can't like close my laptop. So it works perfectly
Rude.
fine. I just can't take it anywhere. And I'm like, meh. Yes, my goal is actually to have the outline completely done before I was about to say the relay this weekend, and then I'm hoping that I will be able to just draft all weekend.
Yes, that'd be amazing.
Epilogue fight out with a punch. Yes, the book starts with a fight and is going to end with a fight. Because that's one of my like writer quirks or writer traits is I mirror the beginning and the end a lot.
No,
I don't even do it on purpose. Like half of the time it just happens, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things.
I tend to do that a lot with like short stories, but it's often because I'm like, oh, I don't know how to end this, and I'm like, I'll just mirror the beginning. That will seem intentional. Like,
I love that. It'll look like I knew what I was doing all along.
yeah.
Shit, who was it? There's a really big author who like one of their pieces of advice, or not advice, or just like their perspective on writing or something, is that like is either editing or revising is to make it look like you knew what you were doing all along.
Yeah, that's great. I will keep this in mind as I edit everything.
I would look up who the quote was, but I'm busy harassing the cat again.
No, that's valid. This is important.
Making the cat crazy is very important.
It is. Because he keeps
His
bitching
little
at me.
whiskers,
and
they're
he
like,
should know
they
better.
stand out against his little black head.
Oh yeah, like his whiskers are like Snow White. Is it Neil Gaiman? It might be Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman is one of those authors where I knew far more about the author and like their perspectives on writing than I did their actual writing for years. Like,
there, yeah.
I read The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman for the Nostalgia Train book club, and then I was like, oh, I might dig his writing now, and yeah.
That's the only one I've read so far.
I also read Coraline earlier this year.
Yeah, Coraline's great. The year before I graduated from my undergrad, Neil Gaiman was given like an honorary degree at my university, and he like went to like there's like a little garden party for everyone who graduates. He went to that, and a lot of my friends met him and stuff, and I was like so mad that it happened the year before
cool,
me.
Though.
It was really fun though.
A fun dumb Sam moment, right? I think it was 2 years ago now. So I knew about Neil Gaiman, the comic writer, right? Like for decades. And then I knew about Neil Gaiman, the novel writer, for a while. I knew that Neil Gaiman, the novel writer, had a show called Good Omens, and I really liked Good Omens. And then Sandman was coming out, and it was like by Neil Gaiman, and I was like, yeah, wait, the comic or wait a sec. And that was when I realized they were the same man.
The same man. Yes.
I was like, hold on.
Oh my god.
I was like, well,
incredible.
I knew of both of their careers.
Sometimes your brain doesn't brain as quickly as you want it to.
It does not. I think it's because I always heard about like them in very specific, separate context. So
yeah, that's valid.
It wasn't until he had 2 TV adaptations that like the worlds collided. I also enjoy that kind of symmetry with the bookends. That's 2 for Neil Gaiman. Oh, also another fun thing having to deal with Neil Gaiman. So when I work conventions, we have an art book by, I forgot his full name, but Amano, the artist who did the concept art for Final Fantasy for like years and years. I think 1 through 10 at least. Yoshitaka Amano. Yes. Okay, he did 1 through 6 and then 9 and 10. Either way, he's like known for doing all the or a lot of the early Final Fantasies. He actually has an art book out where he illustrates what's considered the earliest novels or stories from the first novelist of Japan. And Neil Gaiman has a quote on the back of that book, praising it. And so I'm all like, when my worlds collide.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Pointing that out to people has sold quite a few copies of that art book.
Oh, excellent.
I have
That's
to
really
scroll up because like
It
I
was,
had
the first.
unclicked the comment I was on, and that's when StreamYard reloaded.
It likes
Who
to
is
do
like
that.
the first novelist?
I cannot
Of
remember
Japan.
her name, but it's the story is the Tale of Genji, the Tales of Genji.
Mhm. That's so cool.
But I don't remember the novelist's name.
Mhm.
I'm finding it. I'm finding where we were.
Ooh, I do have to jump off in like a few minutes, if that's okay.
Yes, I was about to have you do your outro.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
I joined Sam's World around the time she started talking about the Shifter book and have been so looking forward to it for so long. I answer so many questions about it with Tina's question of the day, which she's doing all my plugging for me. All right. What child? Oh. Yeah, we'll find those in a second. All right, Anna, go ahead, do your outro because I know you got a thing you got to go to.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I'm Anna. You can find me at @hugger on Instagram and YouTube. I'm a writer of lots of different things: literary fiction, queer romance, paranormal mystery stuff, and I have some writing that will be coming out and readable soon, but is not quite yet. So, yeah, I will keep people updated. And thank you for having me on.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.
Awesome. But yes, I will pop off, but have a great rest of the stream.
You
Bye,
too.
guys.
Bye. I'm gonna see how long he'll let the camera just stay there in front of his face. Very close up. Nope, wrong direction.
Wrong way.
He looks like a little old man.
He is a little old man.
Yes, I totally knew where I was going with this the whole time. Definitely not me not having a plan. He had a good thing on something about how to get constant work as a freelance writer. You need to be good at least two or three things: a good writer, easy to get along with, and on time. Yes. My phone is getting hot, so I'll exit that real quick. And he went through all these examples of combos and how you couldn't just be a great writer, but difficult and always late with deadlines, etc. Neil Gaiman, yes. He did Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Thank you. After that, it was Tetsuya Nomura. I've got to remember to rejoin that at one point. You know, now is a good time, Ty. You've been reminded. The link is there. Yes, thank you, Mimi.
You know what I love about your brain?
What?
That my brain does too. English language. Can't do it. Reading Japanese names. No problem.
You're fine.
I do it with French too. Like my brain does not brain when it's reading English. But if I'm reading, like doing my French lessons, it's just like.
Right, so we know I'm dyslexic, and we suspect you are also dyslexic. So I think it's in part one, I think we're just good with sounds, and so like once we know the phonetic rules of something, we can learn the phonetic rules. English is difficult because it follows like the phonetic rules of 4 or 5 different languages. So we have to figure out like what language origin the word is from.
Yeah.
And then once we know that, we're good with it. But also like because dyslexia often are like syntax is backwards, and in a lot of languages that are not English, the way they describe things is like the car big red, and like that makes sense to our brain because we're putting the subject and then describing it. But then like so we struggle more when it tries to do it the other way, when it's the big red car, and our brain just goes, no, why would you do it in that order? At
Our
least
brain
for
doesn't
me.
comprehend the order that we put the sentences in, and like all the other languages are in a different order.
Yep. And our brain's like, I like that one. That
Mhm.
one makes sense to me. 20 minutes. Laura. Set timer. Hello, Artemis. We were talking about you.
Indeed, we were.
Yeah? Can I help you? Yeah. Go ahead. If you want to sit, sit. Don't just stand there.
Don't just stand there, bust a move.
Cow kitty. My cow kitty or my cat wearing tuxedo. Very wrong.
It's a cute cow kitty.
I don't have the required dollar. That's fair. No. Yes. You're very. I am. I require attention, mother. Right? It's amazing. It's just she's about to attack my. Yep. Yep. There she goes. I took too long to pet. She started rubbing against my face.
Pet me, mother. Pet me.
For our sprint. Yeah. You want to say hi to the peoples? Say hi, peoples. It's time for a sprint.
I don't want to.
Don't want to say hi like that, mother.
Don't make
Just
me talk
finish
to
them on.
strangers.
Look, I have to be able to see to click so that we can start. All right, we're going to go into our second sprint. If I can see to add the thing.
It's on there. I see it.
I know. I see. I'm trying to switch the banners now. I got to edit that one to say 20 instead of 30. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll move this so we can see the timer. All right, are we ready? Count us down, Jess.
3, 2, 1. Write the things.
I know we're back. I'm adding something to my to-do list before I forget about it. It goes here. Everybody else, how did you do?
Oh, I'm still down here from where I was petting the cat. I worked on my grocery list,
Cat, so
and I pet a cat, and I got a dog. I did not finish editing my video or doing anything else I needed to do.
the cats have overtaken. Oh, I am also still down there.
Yeah.
Just switching to banner. How did everybody do? Yes, I am sorry to everybody. I hit the window for the timer, but like I was trying to look over Artemis and then she was like rubbing on my chin, so I guess I didn't actually click the timer. But everybody let me know and I got some DMs. So thank you all for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate that. Yes, come on with that cuteness. I don't know what this is referring to, but I agree. Rate the things in 5 to 10 business days. Yes, I love the Laura Nettles put together the pet timer. Slam! Oh my gosh, Matt. Yeah. Hello, we appreciate you stopping by, whether it's early, late, on time. I had cat fur on my tongue. I am very interested in that Omegaverse lawsuit video I just saw. Oh, I think that's Lindsay Ellis. Let me go check. Yes, it's Lindsay Ellis. I will link it. I've seen that video. It's pretty interesting. So there you go. I definitely recommend giving it a watch. I just linked it for you, Hazel. Yeah, anytime you see anything in my recommended videos, I'll link it to you. I don't care. I just bopped around Discord. Yeah, Tina and I were both replying to lots of things in the question of the day stuff. I talked to a friend on Zoom. Oh yeah. 141, yes, in the negative. But that's fair because you're revising. You're editing and revising. So that's totally, valid to be in the negative. Wait, I also called my mom to discuss Cuban fruits for my novel. What? Oh, excuse me, I burped. What kind of fruits? I am very curious. I love learning about all these things.
Fruity
I got
fruits.
through. Did you say Cuban fruits?
Fruity fruits.
Oh, fruity fruits. I was about to say I got that part.
That much I figured out.
Maybe
Thanks.
they're veggie fruits. You don't know.
Tomato's a fruit.
It's also a berry.
So's a watermelon.
Is it a berry?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that makes sense. A watermelon. Where's RP? Where's our horticulturist? Huh? I know. I got through a couple chapters of a character edit. Not bad. Nice. I will admit I misread that at first as you saying I got through a couple bad chapters of a character edit. I was like, oh no. It was, but the actual thing was good. Cerula, they're like plums that taste citrusy. I wanted red fruits for a metaphor. Oh, fair. Very interested in tasting these. We've got like a new international market that I want to check out soon. No, RV said I is here. Did I miss something? Tomatoes and watermelon, both berries, yes. Is why I summoned you.
You were summoned to fact check.
I mean, that's like a fourth of what RP does for me now with their plant knowledge.
I mean,
Whether they're bad or not is up for debate, really. That's fair. Any member of the squash family is also a fruit. Pumpkin, actual squash, etc. And apparently avocado.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fruit, but berry. But I did...
Something-
or maybe all berries are fruits, though. But not all fruits are berries. So I did finish revising this chapter. I will do another edit of it tomorrow. That is fair.
Something about because of like the fact that they grow on a vine and like a specific way that they grow, they're a berry.
Berry or poem, yes. Yeah, everybody's like that. Well, that's why when you said it, I was like, well, it makes sense. Berry just means it's fleshy with a softer inside and many seeds. That's a much vaguer definition than I expected for berry.
I can't remember.
If a fruit only has one seed, it is not a berry. That's good to know.
I can't remember which state it is, but for some reason I think it's like Arkansas that watermelon is the state vegetable.
Who's gonna tell?
Is it Arkansas or I think it is Oklahoma? No.
Which state has watermelon as the state vegetable?
Vegetable.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Like one of the top articles for it is, it's a scandal. Oklahoma declares watermelon a vegetable.
Yeah. I mean, it's one way to get your kids to eat their vegetables.
Make it a watermelon. I will say,
watermelon.
Sometimes I feel like when discussing the classification of like fruits and vegetables and stuff, with like the same thing is like talking about the classification of genres. Because it's like, well, it's mostly these very broad terms, except like this one thing with a very hyper-specific qualification. And then everything else is like vague again. That's what it reminds me of. I got a mild text wall from Fox, and at first I thought it was like his feelings on watermelons and berries, but no, it's something unrelated. I was about to be like, man, you got some feelings on some berries.
No, Nugget, you wanted in here. Now you have to stay.
You're trapped in here with me now, Nugget.
You're stuck forever.
He's both like, conversations. They can get heated. Here, however, they don't, unless Matt and CB are here, they don't normally get heated. Just very technical. But if Matt and CB are here, all food conversation gets heated. Doesn't matter. Sometimes their own opinion isn't even actually that strong. It's just the fact that they're arguing with each other. Fight. Fox says watermelons are veggies. They exist from the ground. End of story. If they were on trees, they could be fruits, but then they'd fall on people's heads, and that would be messy. If watermelons grew in trees, they might outdo coconuts for like the highest plant-related death.
They can get pretty big.
Do durians kill more people than coconuts?
Like if pumpkins grew in trees? Oh, Sam froze for me. Was it me? Was it you? You're back?
I don't know. Am I frozen?
I don't know. Not now.
Oh, okay.
You were just like,
what?
For a moment, and then there was a black screen of death, and then you were back. And now it could have been me, could have been you, could have been both of us. I don't know.
Well, I'm finding out what kills more people, durians or coconuts.
The answer is
Both kill more people than sharks, though.
that's probably the answer. Yeah.
14 things that kill more people than sharks. That's not what I wanted to know.
It heard you.
If fruit were sentient and could fight, who would win? I'll get Reddit thread that looks interesting, but not what I'm looking for. I think it's coconut.
I mean,
I'm just finding more things about like death by coconut. So I think coconut wins.
did your husband just cackle?
Yes, but he's looking at something unrelated. Fruits don't grow on trees. Fox's classification for things are also nowhere near reality sometimes. Pumpkins and watermelons growing on trees is what the fantasy genre needs. Fox, why'd you spell that with 2 L's? If someone gets hurt by falling watermelon, put a new meaning to the watermelon crawl. Do the watermelon crawl. What a way to go. Death by falling watermelon, or at least dislocated shoulder. Oh, yeah. Well, considering coconuts kill people, I'm pretty sure watermelons would too.
Do you need to go
Arguing for argument's sake that they do. I like how many people want to tell Fox fruits don't grow on trees.
Someone needs to go into the out.
Need to go into the out.
Yeah. You
Are
ready
you
to go?
going to take them, or do you need a sprint to take them into the out?
Oh, I'm gonna take him. I don't care.
Oh, I'm just double checking. All right. You've never heard of the watermelon crawl? It's a song. It is also a dance. I will share with you the watermelon crawl. Although what really makes coconut dangerous is that their shells are really hard. Fair. Consider the coconut the what? So you think that coconuts are deadlier than watermelons then? Because falling durians also kill people because they're spiky and hard.
Why I said that.
I know. I'm telling chat.
Who's chat?
Chat is RP and Paget and Hazelnut and Mimi and Tina was here. I think she's still here. Raphael. That's who chat is today. Chat is an ever-changing entity with some consistent identities. They are hard. Have you ever tried to break one open? You have to like slam it on concrete or have skills. Yeah, there's like a way that like you hit it around in a circle and then you can like twist it. A coconut, I mean, not a watermelon. Well, if they grew on trees, they might be, yeah. Either way, water and coconuts taste good with certain adult liquids. Wink, wink. RP says hi. He just walked out the room. Ty is also chat, and Kelly. Can you imagine the steroids a tree would have to take to support hanging watermelons? A watermelon would for sure give you a concussion. Sorry, we're doing plant facts, not animal facts. That's fair. It's a fair call out. All right, we are going to go ahead and do our last sprint. Excuse me. Animal what fact? Oh, Raphael hasn't been here long enough to know. Dick tree boy. My husband is an expert in animal dick facts. It's one of the fun trivia facts about my husband. And there was a Jeopardy board that we made a couple of years ago that had a category like specifically dedicated to this. And my regular Matt Holland specifically studied up on animal dick facts so he could challenge my husband for his title. So this is the thing that has happened here.
We're strange.
We are what we are. All right, so yeah, we're gonna do our last sprint, and we'll see you in 20. Jess, do you wanna?
Never.
We'll do it anyway.
3, 2, 1, go. Sam's having a snack. She's also muted.
Hello?
Now I can hear you.
Oh. I put my leg on my cord and it came out just enough.
I didn't know if you were just talking to Chris or if you were talking to us, but there was no
It was
sound.
both because he's like making sounds of pain and I was asking if he was okay.
Oh, I see.
But I asked how everybody did that sprint. Well, I welcomed everybody back, asked how they did that sprint, conveyed that I just did mom things and am eating the rest of the leftovers from yesterday.
I finished editing my video and did more grocery shopping things. Ta-da!
Woohoo! Alright. I love this comment. So it was a cockbite? Yes. From what I can tell, there's only data about coconuts, not durian, so I would say coconuts. That was my assumption as well, though we have no solid evidence. Animal dick facts and sibling cages have a special place in my heart now. Happy to provide. Gotta love this community. I certainly love this community. Tina is still here. Just lurking and also chatting in the Sam's room. I had to uncensor so many comments in chat for you peeps. That's fair. We appreciate your diligence. Yeah, Raphael was letting me know. Sorry, y'all. I was stuffing my face, so not looking at these. Yeah. Like, I don't know if anybody else ever does that, but sometimes my, like, you know, plugin comes out just enough that it's like, no. It's especially frustrating when, like, the headphone part works, but the mic doesn't, and then you're like, what the fuck is going on? And it's just, like, unplugged. That little itty beast.
Very rude.
So rude. I was reading Lanny Taylor's Muse of Nightmares. What is that about? I have 2 days left in this writing challenge I'm in, and I figured out that I have 3,600 words to do before Wednesday at 2 p.m. Y'all couldn't do it? I forgot about the sibling cages. Neither Fox nor chat will ever let me forget. Although I did genuinely forget about it for a while, and Fox brought it up, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, sir? And then I was especially confused when he was like, the dating sim, and I'm like, and then I remembered, and I'm like, oh. Are you good, Jessica?
I'm half asleep.
Just all of you. That's fair.
It is
I
much
will
past my
never-
bedtime, so I'm
I will
doing
never
this.
forget about Saving Kate. So, a fun addition to this, I explained it to my grandmother, and my grandmother's answer was just, well, yeah, I mean, if you have that kind of bond with your siblings and you're really close and stuff. She's like, I could see your grandfather and his siblings doing that. Not my brothers, though. I would shoot them. And I'm like, well, that's fair, Grandma. So, just a little peek into the kind of people who raised me. It's a sequel to Strange the Dreamer, which was really abstract and dreamlike, but it's about this monk who journeys into a forgotten city with no name and falls in love with a god spawn. Ooh. We have to add vampires. That can't vampire to the list of things we can't forget yet. They are noted. I have notes for them. But all right. Jessica, if you would like to do your outro. I know you don't want to and you don't like to, but do it anyway.
What if I just pretend I'm frozen?
You can't. It's too late. I already know your
It doesn't
game.
work? Okay. Fine. The English language. I don't know. I was gonna be like, hi friends, but we're leaving. So bye friends. I've been Jess from the Hexed Library, where I post reading, writing, book, and planner related content. a couple of times a week, sometimes when I remember to film things and edit them. Ta-da!
I'm Writing Mom Samantha Elnasset, and this is my channel where we talk about writer things, parent things, writer-parent things. And on Mondays, I host live streams very much like this. I have samples of my writing on my website, samanthaelnasset.com, which while you're there, you can sign up to my newsletter to keep up to date with all things Sam, which my next newsletter should be going out this week.
Give Sam money.
We aren't there yet.
Not there yet.
If you would like to join my writing community, it is linked. The link to my Ko-fi is down below. Membership is the $1 tier, also the only tier that exists. You get to hang out. We are small, but we have a really good time and, you know, hang out and talk about our writing and stuff. If you enjoyed today, like, subscribe, ring-a-ding the bell so you always know when I'm going live. And hopefully Jess and I will see you this weekend at the Storytellers Hearth weekend relay. At the Give Sam Money Hearth. All right, we'll catch you
Where
later.
Sam and I both
Bye.
are actually hosting sprints this time.
Yes. See ya.